Welcome, everyone. Hi, I'm Keith Vitali, and welcome to Sidekick Podcast. Welcome to my living room. It's Christmas time. In this episode, I want to talk about what it was like working with the very famous stunt choreographer, stuntman Stephen Lambert. It's in the movie called Revenge of the Ninja. I had the best experience working with him and have the most respect. And hopefully soon I'm going to have him on for an interview. And I know you'll check that interview out, and I know you'll love it. But when I first met Steve, I had just got into Salt Lake City and checked into my hotel room. And I came out of my room and I was walking down the hallway. And here comes Stephen Lambert. He introduces himself to me. Then all of a sudden, for no reason, out of nowhere, he takes his legs and he puts two legs on the wall here and his hands on the opposite wall. And he scales up to the top of the ceiling and looks at me and smiles. I mean, it was like a monkey. It was like just showing me his agility and his skill level, which was incredible. I couldn't have done it in a lifetime. Reminding me of Jackie Chan. He could do that. So later on, he's choreographed one of our fight sequences, and I was so blessed when Steven says, "I won't be able to fight you at one time." So he played a gay cowboy in our courtyard scene, and I got a chance to fight him and take him out, and that's always cool fighting the choreographer. So later on, I wanted to know more about Steve because Steve was playing a lot of different parts. He would, like I say, play a bad guy here. He'd put on some of the outfits and play bad guys in different scenes. When you got a talent like that, you use them as much as you can. He even played, get this, the bad ninja who kills me at the end of Revenge of the Ninja. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. But yeah, he's the guy dressed up in the mask who kills me. So I knew he was getting ready to do this phenomenal scene. There was a lot of talk about this dangerous scene where he has to go between one skyscraper on a wire to another skyscraper across the street, bust into a window, knock it down, and then jump into the room. So I wanted to see it in live, So I went over to the second hotel or the second building. I go up into the room. It's a set. Everything's there. And I'm hidden in the corner, so I'm staying out of the way. Furstenberg is the first time action director, so he's a little nervous about this. Now, Sam will go on to direct many, many action films, and he's very well known. He's phenomenal. But this was his first action film, so he was kind of tentative and a little nervous about something could go wrong. But Steve, he had all the power. He took his time, made sure everything was fine. And then when Sam said action, I watched him. He shoots a line across and hits the other building. He goes across the street. He's probably, I don't know how many, 10, 12 floors high. And then he kicks the window out. Now it's a breakaway candy window. He knocks it, explodes it. But I remember him landing in his stance, and there wasn't even a wobble. I mean, he goes through it in one motion and then lands perfect. I went, oh my gosh, that's why he makes big bucks. That's why he's a stud guy. It was phenomenal. He told me a story later. He goes, Keith, he says, I was at one of these film festivals in Los Angeles. He goes, a guy came in, we're signing autographs, and there's a lot of different movie actors and directors there. So a guy who loves Revenge of the Ninja comes over and finds out I am the person, he says, Steven says, I'm the person who kills Keith Vitali at the end of the movie. The guy got so irate, he got upset. He got mad. And Steve Lambert's going, it's a movie, it's in the script. Don't be so upset. They had to ask the guy to leave the building. He got so mad. And I went, my goodness. Steve calls me up later. He goes, Vitali. He says, you got the most loyal fans I've ever heard of. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, we had to kick a guy out of one of our film festivals because he's so pissed off that I killed you in this movie. And I went, that's pretty cool. It's kind of nice to know that I made that kind of an impression on somebody. So maybe I did my job right at that time. Well, listen, I hope you enjoyed this story. I love working with Steve Lambert and Sam Furstenberg, and it was a great experience. Like I said, I'm going to have Steven on as a guest soon, so look out for those episodes. I want you to like this if you can and share it with your friends and subscribe. And then, till then, ciao.